guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be discussing something that I am super passionate about. We're going to be talking about whether cardio or weight training is better for fat loss. The reason why I think this is interesting is because, especially in the fitness industry, there are so many different conflicting viewpoints, and this makes it very difficult to understand what truly is the best way to do fitness and what to do when you go to the gym. I spent a couple hours of my time doing some research just because I'm really interested in this stuff. I put the notes on here and I'm going to try to explain to you guys what the benefits are of both, so hopefully you can get a better understanding of what works best for you. What I found is doing a cardio session will almost always burn more calories per session than you would by lifting weights. For every 350 calories of cardio, you'll burn about 150 to 200 calories using that same amount of effort but lifting weights instead. If you're just measuring effort to calorie ratio, cardio is a much better way to get that done. However, something else to keep in mind is that with weight training, you're actually going to be increasing your resting metabolism, and this is the amount of calories that you burn following a workout when you're doing absolutely nothing. The reason why weight training is so much more effective in terms of your resting metabolism is because it takes the body much more time to recover from a weight training session than it would by performing a LISS cardio session. Normally when you're doing cardio, you're going to be doing LISS cardio, and this means a low endurance workout at a reduced speed. Anything from jogging on the treadmill to cycling for 45 minutes, just something where you can keep a relatively relaxed speed and still be able to talk to the person next to you. It's not like sprinting where you can only do it for 3 seconds and then you're dead, you know. For example, let's say that you did arm day and your arms are super sore. Your body has to repair those muscles, it has to strengthen them, you're sore, all this different stuff. It takes much more energy for your body to recover from one of those workouts. This means that you're going to be burning more calories following a workout than you would by doing cardio. Also, with weight training, you're going to be increasing the amount of muscle mass that you have on you. The more muscle that you have on your body, the more calories you're going to be burning. If you look at two people and they weigh the same, but one of them has more muscle mass than the other, the one with more muscle mass is going to be burning more calories throughout the day just because they have more muscle. The reason why it does not take the body a long time to recover from cardio is because it does not put the muscles under a lot of stress. Your body doesn't really have to rebuild your muscles that much following a cardio session, which means afterwards it doesn't really need to keep your metabolism high. Another thing to keep in mind with cardio is something that affected me personally, but it is very easy to plateau in terms of fat loss if you do cardio every day. For me, I used to run 4 miles every day for 2 years straight, and my progress kind of went like this, and then it flattened out. And this is because my body got used to running. After your body gets used to a certain exercise, it's going to become more efficient at recovering from it after you're done with it, which also means you're going to, in turn, be burning less calories. In comparison with weight training, you're going to be constantly trying new moves, you're going to be challenging it with new resistance, you'll probably start lifting heavier, and this is constantly going to be challenging your body, so it does not have enough time to adapt. This is really important because the more variation you have, the more your body has to keep using a bunch of energy and calories to rebuild itself following the different workouts that you do. When I'm in the gym, I think it is so much more fun doing weight training. There's so many different moves that you can do, different machines. In comparison, like, I'm sorry, but cardio gets boring after a while. Running every day for 2 years got really old, and there were some days where I would wake up and I absolutely was not feeling it. But with weight training, it's like you can do whatever you want. There's so many different options. I haven't gotten bored of it yet. I don't think I will. In summary, both of these are equally as important, which I know isn't the answer that some of you wanted to hear. If you're a cardio bunny and you love being on the machines, that's okay. I just would recommend incorporating a little bit of strength training so that you can increase your muscle mass a little bit, increase your resting metabolism more. Also, the more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to be burning when you're just doing cardio, because you're obviously going to be carrying more mass on you, so it's going to take your body more effort to move when you're running, cycling, whatever it is. And then on the flip side, if you really like lifting weights, that's cool, but it's also important to run a little bit. It helps burn off a couple extra calories that you wouldn't otherwise have been able to burn throughout the day. I looked at a study where they took out-of-shape people and they split the group in half. One half did only cardio for just 6 weeks, and the other half did only lifting for 6 weeks, and the ones that lifted did gain more muscle mass, but none of them really lost any weight. And on the flip side, the cardio people lost a couple pounds, but their metabolism was the same. So the weights people had a higher metabolism, which is nice, but they also still had a little bit extra fat on them, and in comparison, the cardio people had a very slow metabolism. And honestly, I don't think they would have been able to keep that up long term. If you're trying to do both cardio and weight training in one session, the best way to do this is do cardio after you lift weights, just because your metabolism's already going to be elevated following weights, and then by doing cardio on top of that, you're just going to be a whole calorie burning machine. I don't have the time to do both of them in one session, and I really enjoy my long runs, so I'll do a long run one day, and then I'll go in the gym the next day, a run the next day, and then gym the next day. I do try to incorporate both of these things. Hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye. Mwah.